What is going on, guys? Chris Speed here. So this is going to be a little video review on some new shoes that I just got, and I'm actually wearing them right now. I've been wearing them for the last couple of days and they have been fantastic. They are called Vivo shoes. So this company has actually been around for quite a while, I believe. I know some of the clients at the gym that I work at have used them for a year or two, and basically they're supposed to be barefoot shoes. Kind of take it a step further than a lot of these other companies take it, where you've got sort of like a more meshy sole that's a lot more flexible, or the Nike Frees and things like that. There's no elevated heel, there's no real support in them at all, apart from across the top of your actual foot. So it's got like a heel lock system in it. It's got a nice way, where the laces really make the shoe form to your foot. But all of their shoes, from what I've looked at, have more or less the same sole. And the reason I actually bought from these guys is because the shoes look nice. I've heard good things about them from a lot of different people that I follow on Instagram or talk to on Facebook or know, and they actually do a lot of different styles of shoes. The ones that I've got, you can tell they're purely just a sport, they're just a sports trainer. They're not for, doing anything else in really. They're just training and walk around and maybe coach, and that's it. But they also do shoes that are actually meant to, almost be like smart casual or smart wear, but they're still barefoot shoes, which I think is a really, really cool angle, and I think that is, just fantastic. So that's probably the next pair of shoes I'll get from them. But anyway, enough of me blabbing on. Let's take a look at the shoes and the box. You'll have to excuse me, I've unboxed them already. I've been wearing them for about 2-3 days. These are the actual shoes, and this is the Stealth Outlast model. These are one of the more affordable pairs. They're also one of the pairs that looked a little bit less garish. They do some really funky colours, and they also do a ton of different shoes. But from the sports shoes that are just meant for sort of running and general training, these are the shoes that I chose. I think they're around like £85 or something like that. And to be honest, I quite like them. Like you can see, if you look on the inside, there is not too much to the sole. It's about that thick. It's very, very dense, and it's got a lot of support in it. It's got some kind of like anti-puncture technology, whatever it is, to make sure that it's not going to go and break on you. So it's very, very similar to the Nike shoe in that it's very, very flexible. There's not too much support to it, apart from really across here and in the heel to keep your foot locked in. But it's kind of one piece, which is one of the things I didn't like about the Nike Free shoes that I had last. I actually started to find the little bits of the mesh, or the the foot panel on the soles was just breaking away and ripping off as I'd be training and as I'd be running around. So that's a massive plus for me from them, and they've been absolutely fantastic. So we'll go into the box. So I think the box is actually one of the cooler features as well. They give you a spare pair of soles, both for support and in case you need to go and do some cold weather or outdoor training. You can throw these in there as well to just thicken up the support and thicken up the amount of layers you've got on your feet to keep them warm. The box is actually quite nifty. It's got a few little things in it like this. So just taking you through, what the shoe actually does, what technology is in this particular model, and kind of what you're supposed to expect from the shoe. And then just obviously on the bottom, if I can actually flip it without making a meal of it, you've obviously just got the link to the website, which I highly advise you visit, because so just to sort of reiterate, I think that if you're sort of into different things in terms of training, but you like putting a lot of intensity into things, so you're really into Olympic lifting, you're into sort of powerlifting or weightlifting or whatever, you really like sort of doing a lot of bodybuilding work, or sort of calisthenics, but you also like sprinting, or you just generally train in a bunch of different ways for your sport. So you do sprinting, lifting, jumping, different things like that. These shoes are probably going to be one of the best bets, because it will sort of save you a lot of money in terms of having to buy lots of different shoes, because these will kind of cover most of your basics. The only other pair of shoes I use apart from these now to training is some Olympic lifting shoes. If I'm getting closer to a competition, I know they'll give me a boost. So as you may be able to tell, for me, these shoes are just an absolute, they're hitting it out of the park. It's a home run. It's a massive 10 out of 10, to be honest. I don't really know what scale to rate them on, because I don't really have anything bad to say about them. The only thing you can really complain about with these shoes is they don't really have much substance to them in terms of when you look at them, because they're very, very thin made, and they literally have included just enough material to get the job that you need to get them to do done. Just a fantastic shoe. If you need to be doing, like I said before, once or twice, a load of different forms of training, but you need to go very, very intensely in all of them, and not worry about something like, oh, my shoe's going to be stable enough for this. Do I need to go and change my, my clothing or my footwear? These are kind of the shoes I'd advise, because they pretty much cover all your bases in all different forms of training. So, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share the video to anyone else you think might like it. And go ahead and check out the website alloutathletics.co.uk, where you've got some killer barbells for strongman weightlifting, and powerlifting training on there, and we're starting to get some basically open invite events, so you can come down and lift on the bars yourself, have a good time, and see if you might want to buy one yourself, see how they stack up to your favorite barbell or the barbell that you use. If you want to go to buy the shoes that I've just reviewed, I will put up a link in the description as well. It's Vivo Barefoot shoes if you want to search it in Google, but I'll put a link to them as well. Till next time, peace out.